Well, good day. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Atari 8-Bit Gameplay. I've got a game here that, on first blush, I was thinking maybe I won't do a video on this. It's called Fight. That's it. There's no title screen. There's no nothing. I did play it briefly. It might even be written in BASIC. Possibly. I'm not sure. I can't find any information on it online. Although I haven't searched that hard either. But it's not on Atari Mania. But I did play it briefly, and I thought, okay, this is actually pretty interesting. So it's a two-player tank-style game. There are obstacles, which... Oh, okay. So I hadn't actually explored that. You can drive over the... Oh, those are like oil slicks. Okay. So you just skid right over those. Yep. And then if you hit the... I'm going to say... mountains? The triangles, the brown triangles. If you hit those, you lose your tank. You can shoot the brick walls, which take a moment to disappear, and you can shoot your enemy tanks. Now, bear in mind that naturally your enemy would be driving around and shooting at you at the same time. I'm not quite sure what the T and E things are. I wonder if there's maybe an alternative win condition. I know that if you destroy, I figured out by doing it once, that if you destroy all of the enemy tanks, what happens if you hit the brick wall? Oh, you die. Okay, good to know. So you don't want to hit the obstacles at all. If you destroy all 3 enemy tanks, you win the round, and you progress to the next round. I don't know about these things, the T and the E. Is that maybe an alternative win condition? Let's find out. It is not. I don't know what those are about. There doesn't seem to be a score. So anyway, as I am a one-player person, I'm going to destroy this tank here, and that throws me quite quickly. Oh, 1-0. Oh, I hadn't noticed that before. Oh, why didn't I see that before? That's weird. Anyway, I did notice, however, that there's another level. So you have to press fire, it looks like, which means you immediately destroy the thing. So I'm going to assume that the walls, the brown... I'm going to say barbed wire, functions like something you can't drive over. Again, the T and the E, or T and M maybe. Oh, why was I thinking of that sideways? T and M. And anyway, I suppose M makes more sense than E. In any case, so it's an interesting play field, different than the first one. Select an option, don't do anything. Start doesn't do anything. Okay, not much in the way of sound effects, just really the... Oh, you can have more than one bullet in the air, or shell. I hadn't realized that. Okay, interesting. Oh, and I went over the oil slick and smashed into the wall, so that's something to be aware of. So there you go. I'm actually going to just sort of play it through... Oh, it actually... I hadn't noticed, but when you kill a tank... it takes the next one in line and nudges it forward a pixel to indicate that it's up as the next tank. You know, the motion is smooth. Graphics are simple. 2-0. So I think what I'm going to do here is just gradually, without getting too excited about it, just play... Oh, Okay, so let that be a lesson. Interesting. Look at all these... Like there's no cover here. No cover to be had here. So just imagine that you had somebody to fight against. You can't get the T in that case without the enemy tank being out of there. 3-0, and this is the same obstacles as the first round. Oh no, it isn't, because there's no wall in the center. Okay, but similar to the first round in some ways. Yeah, there was no barbed wire in round 1, was there? Alright, so just to prolong the fun here, I'm just going to shoot a couple of things before I finish the level. I don't know what the point of those is. Kaboom! Done. 4-0. Oh! And so the first thing you need to do as a opposing player is just get the hell out of the way of the bullet, of the shell. Huh. So you have opportunities. I don't think you can change tanks at all. Not that I've been able to figure out anyway. If you were, here's an interesting thought. I wonder if just hitting different keys in the hopes that maybe you could change between tanks. That would actually be interesting if you could switch between active tanks and then set up like ambushes, I'm gonna say. That would be neat. And the potential is there, so this is an interesting idea for a game. I like it. I like it. Obviously we're not getting the, oh my, look at this. We're not getting the whole experience. Okay, so you can shoot these rocks. We're going to call them boulders, maybe. So there's quite a variety, at least however many, 6 I think now, battlefields. What happens if I go bam bam? Oh yeah, it's perfectly capable of keeping up with that kind of level of shenanigans. Six, and this looks like the first level again. So maybe I will just oh, the tanks are faster now. Look at that. So I think that's it. I think 6 unique levels, and then the tanks speed up. So this is nice in that there's variation in the gameplay, right? 7-0. And presumably yeah, okay, so we've seen these levels before, although I feel like they're in a different order this time. I'm just going to sort of blitz through the rounds here and see if there's anything different that happens after round 12. Oh, I think that's it. So you play till 12. Oh, really? Two times around. Very cool. Now, would you have to reset your computer and reload it to play again? Oh no, start. Start restarts. Okay. Yeah, see, it's slower now. The tank movement is slower. Okay, well, I think we've kind of thoroughly explored this game, at least as much as you can do in a one-player context. So I think with that, brilliant insight. Too bad there's no diagonals. Yeah, just enough variety here to make, I think, quite a compelling 2-player game. Very interesting. I think that's about all I have to say about that. It is a neat little game, though. All right. Thanks so much for watching. You take good care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time. Bye-bye.